Downtown Lafayette is just a short walk over the pedestrian bridge and is filled with plenty of things to do. Coffee shops, many different restaurants, art galleries where you can take a variety of classes, candy shops, and of course, many hangouts for the over 21s. So whether you want a local cup of coffee or just to get away from pesky roommates, plan some time to take that short walk into downtown Lafayette.
Welcome back to Fast Track. I'm Tony Manzo.
And I'm Kara Oko.
A week after Purdue notched their first victory of the season, the Boilers were back at it as they hosted Ball State, a team that made the trek just 2 hours from the east in Muncie.
Robbie Donahoe has the highlights from Purdue's second win of the season over the Cardinals.
In-state foes doing battle at Ross State Stadium. It's Purdue and Ball State. Boilermakers looking to extend their opening season win streak to 2, coming out in the all-black uniforms as usual. First quarter opening drive. It was just your customary 79-yard opening possession, and it capped off with O.J. Ross's first ever touchdown as a Boilermaker, a 36-yard touchdown reception at 7-0, black and gold, and they keep it rolling on their next drive. Marv sidelines Cortez Smith, fights for extra yardage. That would be a key because last week he was harped on for running out of bounds against Western Illinois. Here, makes a nice move, and he's into the paint. Another touchdown, 11 yards out. It's 14-0 Purdue. And the defense, you got to give the credit to the defense as well. They were harassing Keith Winning all day long. Albert Evans with the sack, and then Ball State also had some mistakes of their own. 2 missed field goals in the first half. Here's the first one from Ian McGarvey from 44 yards out, and then Winning towards the end of the first half, throwing into coverage, and another freshman making a play. Ricardo Allen's first career interception. Purdue goes into the locker room up 14-0. They couldn't read the poker face from the Boilermakers. Well, they read Marv on this play. Sean Baker picks it off for Ball State, and that would lead to the talented senior Mike Quayle Lewis. He had 14 carries, just 27 yards in the contest. His only touchdown rushing there. It's 14-6 Ball State. They missed the extra point. Give it up to the special teams as well, but again, back to the defense. Dwayne Beckford with the sack, and then here's Ryan Kerrigan. You got to think about him maybe reaching All-American status this year. 5 tackles, 2 for loss, and then here's the running game. 203 on the ground in the contest, and Teven Edison, the converted receiver, had 8 carries, 55 yards, but the play of the game, a tip pass towards Antavian Edison and Cortez Smith. We go 76 yards to the house. A coming out party for the senior Cortez Smith. His second touchdown reception of the game. It gives Purdue a 21-6 lead, and then they just tack it on. Great play from Ryan Kerrigan getting pressure on Winning, and Jason Werner, the Ron Colley grad, making some shifty moves, the former running back, all the way inside the 40-yard line. That would seal it. The W flag raised high above Ross State Stadium. Purdue wins 24-13. Purdue has never lost to Ball State in their 7 meetings. They've also forced a turnover in the last 20 games. Toledo highlights coming up next week on Fast Track.
Now let's check up on some of Purdue's other sports teams. Here's Robbie and Sarah with your sports roundup.
Welcome to this week's Sports Roundup. I'm Robbie Donahoe.
And I'm Sarah Wortman.
The women's volleyball team traveled south this past weekend to partake in the Big Ten Big East Challenge against Louisville and Cincinnati. The Boilers prevailed in 4 sets over the Cardinals, but fell to the Lady Bearcats in 3 sets behind Cincy's Stephanie Niemer, who pounded out 32 kills in the 3-set match. Ariel Turner and Tiffany Fisher both had great weekend, tallying over 20 putaways, while Jacqueline Hart continued her standout play at setter, dishing out 65 assists. Wednesday night, Purdue began their Big Ten campaign as they beat IU on the road in Bloomington in 4 sets. This weekend, they also have a road trip to Northwestern. You can keep track of all the results at PurdueSports.com.
The #1 ranked women's golf team had a tough start to their 2010 season as they tied for 10th at the Fall Preview in Bryan, Texas. Their next tournament begins this weekend in Franklin, Tennessee at the Mason Rudolph Women's Championship.
The women's soccer team got back on the winning track this past weekend as they went 1-1 in the Colorado Women's Soccer Classic. The Lady Boilers defeated the host school Colorado in a come-from-behind thriller 3-1, earning coach Rob Clottey his 200th career victory. In the nightcap, Purdue lost to Denver 2-1, in which the Lady Boilers allowed 2 goals in the final 80 seconds of the match. They begin their conference season this weekend as they host Wisconsin on Friday and Northwestern on Sunday.
The men's golf team finished in a tie for 9th at the Olympia Fields Invitational in Illinois last weekend. The men will stay in the state of Illinois this weekend as they compete in the Wyndon Memorial Classic in Glenview, Illinois.
Finally, the men's and women's tennis teams completed their first tournaments of the season this past weekend. This week, the men will compete in Waco, Texas at the Baylor Intercollegiate, while the ladies will have the weekend off before traveling to Ann Arbor, Michigan for the Michigan Invitational next weekend.
That's all we have for this week's Sports Roundup. Robbie, what did you think about this weekend's football game?
Well, we got a great chance against Toledo, try to continue that winning streak going into the Big Ten campaign with another victory. 3 wins in a row would be nice, so we'll see if we can keep it rolling. Now let's send it back to the studio.
Fall may have officially started, but with the 90-degree temperatures this week, it sure feels like summer. Let's head to Bryant Dukes to see if there's any fall-like weather in the near future.
We've had unseasonably warm temperatures this week as highs have been in the low to mid-90s. Good news is cooler weather is on tap for this weekend. I'll also have that all-important Purdue football forecast for this upcoming Saturday. How hot has it been this year? Well, we've had 36 days so far at or above 90 degrees. We've only averaged 18 in a normal year, and the record stands at 38 days, and it will do just that as we are expecting cooler weather this weekend and in the upcoming weeks. Those of you heading to the Purdue versus Toledo game this weekend, you can expect temperatures at kickoff right around 70 degrees. By the end of the game, 75 under mostly sunny skies. Looks like a great day to head out to Ross-Ade Stadium and cheer those Boilers on to their 3rd straight victory. As we take a look at what's going on, we have our clear and calm conditions right here, but just out to our west, you can see our next storm system getting organized. This is going to bring rain into our area on Friday. As we look into Thursday evening, though, still clear and calm conditions, but as we head into Friday morning, clouds are on the increase and the rain is just off to our west. As we head out through the day Friday, we can expect scattered showers and thunderstorms, but by the time we get to Friday evening, you can see the cold front is through the area and skies are clearing, making for a wonderful weekend. Just how much rain are we expecting? Well, not too much. We're only expecting about 1/100th of an inch, or just enough to get the ground wet. And along with these showers and thunderstorms, we can expect breezy conditions over the next couple days. Winds will be gusting 10 to 20 miles an hour through the weekend before diminishing as we head into Sunday. As for temperatures, we can expect highs on Saturday to be in the 70s, 80s as you head further south, and 60s to the north. Saturday night looks like it's going to be a very nice night outside as we are expecting lows right around 50 degrees here in West Lafayette, 40s as you head further north, and 60s as you head further south. If you take a look at Sunday, you can see once again temperatures will be in the low to mid-70s, and as we head back to work and school on Monday, temperatures rising into the low 80s. As for the next 7 days, we can expect showers and thunderstorms on Friday, clearing off Saturday. Sunday, Monday look like it'll be very nice, warming up to 80 on Monday, and as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, partly cloudy skies with isolated showers. I'm Brian Dukes with your Fast Track weather.
When we come back, we'll have more on some of Purdue Student Union Board's recent events.
We also have our community calendar with events to keep you busy this weekend. Stay tuned.